Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we're about to get started with Open Mic Live. But first, as always, a word from our sponsor.
At InDigital, we know that public safety professionals hold themselves to a high standard. In fact, standard doesn't do it justice. In over 25 years working alongside you, carrying millions of calls over our IP networks, your dedication has inspired us. That's why our ESINet goes beyond industry standards, not only i3 compliant, but designed to adapt to future development for a network you can count on when it matters most. Learn more at indigital.net.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we are about to get started here with Open Mic Live. It is February 11th. February? I can't even talk. That's the type of week and everything it's been. I've been doing a lot of different stuff. So either way, I'm excited to be here with all of you. So thank you. Please make sure to share this broadcast, whether you share it on your page, share it on or in your favorite dispatch page. However, share this up, throw in some reactions. It helps build up the audience and everything for all of the social media accounts to push it out there and everything. So please throw that out there. I appreciate it. And then roll call. Where are you watching from? Where are you at? What is going on? How are you doing? As always, for Open Mic Live, we check in with each other and we check on our numbers. What are your numbers this week? Again, it is Saturday. We kind of switched it up. From usually, we were always doing it on Thursdays, and then I did it on a Saturday once because I was traveling. And there were so many people who ended up saying that they wanted it switched so that they had a more of an opportunity to come on and view and stuff, that I wanted to try it out. I wanted to try it out and see how it worked, at least on a Saturday. And then, if it doesn't, we'll go back to Thursday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're still going and figuring this stuff out, but it's always awesome to be here with all of you and to check in. So again, what is your number? How are you feeling? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, of course, and 10 being awesome, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Jump in, throw it in the comments. We'll check it out there. And let me pull up my notes here, because we do have some stuff to go over. We have some stuff to talk about. And I want to know, I want to know how you're doing and your thoughts about this, because I've got some notes, actually some comments rather, that I'm going to be pulling up here in just a little bit. And those comments have to do with food, but not just any food. This has to do with burning food or microwaving stinky, stank ass food in dispatch. You know you've been there. You know you've done it. And maybe if it wasn't you, it was someone that you know, someone that you work with. So we're gonna get to that here in a moment. This live broadcast is sponsored by InDigital, a leader next gen core services, and as always, a big shout out to patrons and Facebook subscribers. I wouldn't be able to do all of what you see here if it wasn't for all of you um, hooking me up and supporting and sharing everything. I appreciate it more than you know. So thank you so much. Um, Episode 481 went out, and an excellent episode. That is one that you need to check out. That was with Angela. She is a former dispatcher as well as supervisor, and is now a licensed professional counselor. And in that episode, we talked about so many different things. We talked about well, the main topic really was compassion fatigue in in dispatch. And James, what is going on? South Jersey in the house and a 7. All right. Excellent. That's good. Everybody else that's jumping in, throw your numbers as in there as well. And looks like my video and stuff just kind of jumbled a little bit. Is it jumbled? James, on your side? Is it like kind of wonky? It might be because I switched from the Wi-Fi to the connected right before I went live. But either way, we're going to continue going here. One of the things that she also talked about was the differences between compassion fatigue or CF and PTSD. And James says seems okay to me. Okay, good. That's excellent. But also, if you are a subscriber, whether it be on Facebook or a patron of the podcast, um, she also shared in a bonus episode that we recorded her top 5 for um, dispatch resiliency, which was really good. I'm going to post a little teaser tomorrow. And let's see, Michael, what's going on? What of my crew microwave popcorn for so long? The bag was in flames. In the microwave, filled the room full of smoke. What? Okay, we're gonna get to that here in just one moment because that's definitely something that I want to talk about. And oh man, yes, I've got a story with that as well. Hold on one moment. I'll jump on that here in just a second. So one of the other things that I want to make sure to put out there is we've got people joining in over here on Instagram as well. One of the things that I ended up doing finally had the chance to do it. You know how a lot of people will post up videos, or they'll do posts and they'll just say, link is in the bio. Well, I finally had the chance to do it. So I I have it right in there. I put in the comments and you can check it out. Um the good thing about this is like, so when people ask, how can I find the podcast, or how can I find the store where you're selling everything, how can I find the store, if I want to become a subscriber, whether it be on Facebook or Patreon, where do I go? So that link that I just put in there, that takes you to all of my stuff. You'll be able to find all of my social media, where to follow, where to listen, where to find the store. All of the most important stuff is in one place. So it's there. Check it out. Do what you want with it, but it's there. So I'm probably gonna add some more stuff to it later on or as we go along. But that was one of the main things that I wanted to show here already, because I did that yesterday, I think it was, and I was able to get it up there. So one of the things that I want to show you right off the bat as well is a video that I put together. And so I put this video together because a lot of people see the videos that I put out there, and when when they see the videos, I mean, the videos are edited to my liking and they look cool. However, there's a lot that goes into recording those. It's it's not as easy as it looks. What I mean by that is there are um there are a lot of times when there are mess ups, like a lot of bloopers, which I love to share. They're always fun and funny. So I am going to play that here. I've got it queued up. And for those on Instagram, I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can hear it and see it. Let me switch this here. All right, there we go. And then let me switch the audio over. And I want to play this again because it's funny and I think you'll get a kick out of it. So here we go. 5,000. Okay. Again. Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo of the Code 7 Podcast Network. And as you can see just a moment ago, bloopers. We all want to be perfect at this, right? But we got to continue practicing and practicing. So I hope you enjoy all the mess ups that I had for some of these other videos that I was doing. And make sure to follow, share, all that good stuff. Podcast Network. Nope. So content out. Okay. So, no, hey, this is Ricardo with the going on. This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and I don't know why I'm just throwing my hands around there. Bloopers, right? What's going on? No. I think that's the one right there. So again, I wanted to show that to all of you because that's what happens. That's what happens when I'm going through and switching things up. And let me switch this back over um for those on Instagram here. There we go. Don't get me wrong, like it's fun and I love what I do. I love creating content and everything, but there's several takes that I end up doing just so that I can get the right one out there. And sometimes I'll combine a couple of them, or when I'm talking, I'll say what I'm saying, but I have to remember to stay put. So I might stay like this for a moment and then continue talking, like if there's a long space, so that when I edit it, you don't see me like go down and then up really fast or something like that. I mean, sometimes it'll happen and you just got to do what you got to do. But I even though it's slightly embarrassing, it's funny as hell and I enjoy it and even if it's at my expense, laughing is good medicine. So that's why I wanted to show you all that blooper that blooper video because that is funny. So now let's get to this part because I want to make sure um Mary, what's going on? Huntsville, Alabama, 2018 Telecommunicator of the Year. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Very nice. That's awesome. I'm actually going to be in Alabama next week for a workshop, so that's pretty cool. I'll be in Montgomery. It'll be awesome. I'm excited to go back to Alabama. Oh, for real? I'm looking at your picture there, at your profile picture to see. That's awesome. Okay, your name sounds familiar now. I need to I'm gonna have to look at your profile and see your picture. Yep, got a pin, have a pic of us. I think I remember. Yes. There was a Halloween. They did a they do a Halloween one every year, right? Now I'm trying to remember everything. But that is a great conference. And if you've never been to the conference in Alabama, the Gulf Coast one, man, you need to, especially the last day, because the last day they do their shrimp boil. Oh, super good. And over here on Instagram, hello, hello, welcome. Love the bloopers. Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm happy you love those bloopers. So I'm gonna show a meme on the screen here. And for all of you here on Instagram, I'm gonna turn the camera back around just so that you can see it really quick. And I have to move out of the way because it's like right here where the phone is. It's blocking what I'm trying to look at. All right, here we go. That's so funny. Hold on, let me switch it over for Instagram. Okay. Sam, what is going on? All right, so here is the meme, okay? It's a pissed off Barney, right? And it says on it, what I put on there, me looking over my screens at my coworker as they walk out of the kitchen after microwaving salmon. Yeah, dude. Okay. All right, for Instagram, I'm going to turn you back around. Oop. There we go. Okay. How many of you have done this? How many of you, let me switch. There we go. How many of you have either done this or have experienced it from a coworker? And over here on Instagram, we got Sam saying, "I was that person. I feel so called out." And best believe it was some funky fish. Oh no! What kind was it? Like tilapia? I mean, I guess it's fish, right? So it doesn't matter. It's gonna be some stank ass shit either way. But either way, I mean, sometimes if that's what you're eating, that's what you got to do. But dude, I used to if you're with a person though that's cooking or microwaving salmon like every fucking day, oh my god, that is horrible. But I mean, that's what they're eating, so more power to them. But damn, does it stink up the dispatch center, right? And so we had let's see, Michael over here saying, one of my crew microwave popcorn for so long, the bag was in flames and the microwave filled the room full of smoke. So I remember one time that I had a coworker who had put in some popcorn as well. And what ended up happening was we ended up getting hit hard by, phone calls and such. So they run out so that we can, so they can help with phone calls. And the bag is still in there and it is burning and it's smoking. And right where the microwave is, there's a drop down window, okay? And if the smoke alarm goes off, that window drops and this like alarm, the other alarm goes off and everything, and the fire department have to come out so that they can actually raise the thing back up. So we're taking crazy phone calls and the thing is just woo woo woo. We're like, oh my god, when is it ever going to stop? We finally got somebody to come out and do what they had to do, but it was a pain in the ass and it was super loud. And let's see, Samantha over here says Eve shift, never let me forget it either. Tilapia, I still have PTSD from that moment. The bullying was real. Oh no. Davine, what is going on? Hello, welcome, welcome. And yes, it has been a long time. Welcome back. And you're jumping in just in time as well, because we're talking about this stuff that happens in dispatch at times. Or a lot of times. I don't know. It happens a lot though. James says, "How about crumbs burning on the bottom of the toaster oven for $500, Alex?" Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's another one. So hold on. I'm going to pull up my Facebook here really quick because um there are there were some folks who left comments. Oh, Mary, I see your picture here. Now that I'm on, yes, yes. I remember. I remember. I have that picture as well. Okay, so let me go back to this post and because I want to read what people have on here because there were a bunch of comments from people that were talking about stuff and oh, here it is. Okay. All right, I'm looking at the comments here. Okay, holy, there's a bunch of them on here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, one person here says, "I'm a burner of popcorn." It seems like that is the given for all of it is people burning popcorn. Why does that seem to be the most favorite snack in dispatch though? I Because if I remember correctly, when I first started working at the Central Dispatch in the county that I grew up in, that was the main thing, like, everybody was eating popcorn. I had a coworker who, when they were done eating the popcorn out of the bag, they would rip it open, and, like, the butter that was in it, like, they would carve it out and eat it, and I would be like I I don't know. To each their own, right? I've never done that before. I had never seen that before, so it was interesting, and so James says cheap and easy. True. However, one of the other things I was thinking, though, about popcorn is that we're constantly snacking, right? And popcorn is fucking timeless. So, you microwave that bag, and unless you're destroying it, like you're hoovering that shit, it's gonna stay there with you for the rest of the shift, or at least not well, maybe not the rest of the shift, but, you know, for as long as you have it there to eat because we're constantly snacking, are we not? Are we not constantly snacking? Like, I always had a bag of popcorn next to me, or I had some chips or something to snack on. I'm just constantly snacking. It's no wonder my stomach ended up all messed up. We got more people jumping in here on Instagram as well. Hello, hello. Welcome to Open Mic. We are currently, for those who are just jumping in, we're currently talking about. So there was a meme that I made and I put up, and the meme says me looking over my screens at my coworker as they walk out of the kitchen after microwaving salmon. Oh, and at the end of it, I put monster, monster. But yes, so that's what I mean. You know, with popcorn, because we're constantly snacking, I think that's why not just the cost and, everything else because it's cheap and easy, but because of the fact that we're constantly snacking and popcorn is one of the easiest things. What do you think? Does that ring true? And for those over here on Instagram as well, do you feel the same way? There's more here that I want to read, so let me see. So this one over here says, I remember someone ordering in a breakfast sandwich. Us Brits can't resist a bacon sandwich. It was a it was in a paper bag, so he threw it in the microwave to reheat. Little did he know inside the bag it was wrapped in foil. Oh shit. That thing went whoosh. Oh no. Oh, hell no. Okay, there's another thing. How many of you have experienced that? Whether it be you, which you might not want to admit, or it was one of your coworkers, like someone who they just were not paying attention, super hungry. We work in dispatch. It's chaos sometimes, right? And you need you need to microwave your food, and, sometimes you throw the food in, hit the start button for, I don't know, for what? I think it's a minute, right? If you just hit the start button, or maybe it's 30 seconds. But if you hit it a couple times, it goes up, right? So someone would probably throw it in there, hit that button, run out to get briefed, and in this case, oh no, not good. Not good at all. That's pretty funny though, because if you're not paying attention to the wrapper, that it's foil, yeah, it's going to go crazy. Uh, Talking about that, this wasn't in dispatch. This was actually when I was a teenager. So growing up, I had just gotten home from school, and I get home. My mom and my grandmother had been out running errands or whatever, and they got a couple burgers from Wendy's. And you all know that the wrappers from Wendy's are foil. You can't put that shit in a microwave. At that time, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the wrapper was like that. I thought it was like any of the other chains. You can just throw it in and it's fine, you know? And, I remember throwing it in the microwave and just hit the one button, and it started sparking and exploding, and my grandmother's like, "Ah!" Like, she was screaming and yelling at me in Spanish, and she ripped the thing open, and there was a little flame on top of the burger, man. But again, I didn't know. I did not know, again, at that time, 'cause I was a teenager, um, and I had never been told. I just didn't know that you can't throw in a fucking hamburger that has a foil wrapper on it. That's so bad. For those of you here on Instagram, we've got others that are jumping in here. Hello, hello. Radiant Redhead, what is going on? Oh, Samantha says, bruh, no. Yeah, no, you're right. I didn't know though at that time. So, like this person here, it was a sandwich that they just threw in the microwave, and it happened to be foil, man, and that shit exploded. Over here on Facebook, Devine says, "One of my staff cooked shredded cheese until it was a giant cheese cracker in the microwave. Man, it smelled so good." Oh, well, at least it smelled good. I there was one time, again, this is not dispatch. This was, years ago now, but one of my sisters, what they would do, and it sounds kind of like, Devine, what you're talking about. They would get a bunch of cheese, okay? They would put it on a plate. They would put it in the microwave and heat it to the point where, it was all nice and gooey, and they would just, like, eat the cheese. Well, this one time, and it was freaking nuts. This one time, one of my sisters went to do that, and when they pulled the plate out, and I don't know how this happened, whether the plate just got super hot and pulling it out of the microwave into, you know, out in the kitchen where the AC is going, and it's super cold in there, the plate exploded. It was freaking crazy, and I'm pretty sure it was the last time she ever did that too. But the whole thing exploded. It was crazy. Samantha over here says, "I'm gonna let you slide on that one, but the foil wrapper is all part of the greatness of Wendy's." There you go. It does make it unique. Yes. Devine says, "Oh no." Yes, exactly. And I don't know, again, never seen that happen before. It was pretty crazy, but that's what happened. She had a plate, a glass plate, obviously, put cheese on it, put it in the microwave to do what she usually does. And then when she pulled it out, boom, the whole damn thing exploded into pieces. Let's see. Samantha over here says, "Sometimes we really can't help it with burning popcorn. There is no grace period. If you're 6 seconds too late, it's burnt popcorn for you." You're right. Yes. Yes, exactly. Let's see. I want to go back over here to the comments. Um, okay, this other one, let's see. "Burnt popcorn like flames and smoke to include fire alarms for the 4-story building. What? And then fire department was dispatched, alarms go off, brass running around looking busy, etc. Fire guys were laughing so hard they could hardly what? They could hardly hup up and down the stairwell. The place smelled like burnt gym socks for weeks. Oh, that is gross. That is horrible, man. Oh, jeez. Danielle, what is going on here on Instagram? Welcome, welcome to Open Mic. Let's see. Tim, hello. What is going on? Tim over here says one of my past coworkers brought in a fry daddy and fried up some frozen fish. It not only created a huge mess, but due to bad air circulation, made the comp center stink for 2 days. Dude, no, that is horrible. Oh, what's going on? Jordan jumping in here. What's up, dude? Welcome to Open Mic Live. We're talking about, for those who are just jumping in here on Instagram, we're talking about burning food in dispatch or any place of work, really, and stinking up the place, or just simply microwaving something and stinking it up. Ugh. Yeah. Not good. Not good at all. Let's see. It looks like a lot of people in here are talking about burnt popcorn. So let's see. Another one here, microwave that we always joked was nuclear powered. Lots of popcorn bags went straight from the microwave to the sink. Jeez, that's pretty hardcore. Let's see. Okay, another one here says a microwavable bowl of vegan mac and cheese. Okay, vegan mac and cheese, like Easy Mac. It smelled like it's. It says it smelled like vomit, and someone asked me if I had gotten sick, not knowing the smell was from food. I apologized profusely and vowed never to buy it again. So there you go. A word to the wise. If you have a microwavable bowl of vegan mac and cheese, be prepared for that to smell like vomit. If it ends up burning or something, I don't know. That's so bad. Oh, this is so gross. Oh, okay. Let me go back over here to the comments. Um, oh, Deborah over here says no one liked when I microwaved broccoli. Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't know. It depends because broccoli, cauliflower, I've microwaved those before. I would add a little water. Okay, so hold on. This is what I would do. This is what I would do. And I don't know if you've ever done this. Hold on. There's another comment over here on Instagram. It says, I remember burned fish sticks. Oh, yes. In the Allegan County. Yes. Yeah. We did that. Yeah, it was gross. Okay. So when I would microwave my lunches, what I would do, and again, I don't know if any of you do this, but please let me know if you do. Okay. Let me know. Oh, we got some other people joining in here on Instagram as well. Hello, hello. Welcome to Open Mic Live. What I would do with some of the food that I would microwave is so I would have my container that was microwave safe. And I would get some of the like that brown paper towel and I would get it wet, wring it out, put it on top of the container, and then microwave it because the wetness, like that moisture, it would whatever I was microwaving, whether it was like rice with broccoli and chicken or whatever it was, it would make it like awesome. So I don't know if you've ever done that before, but if not, there's a tip. There's a tip for you. If you're microwaving something that is kind of dry and blah, do that because it adds a little something to it. That moisture and everything, it definitely makes it a lot better. Let me tell you. Okay, let me look over here really quick. We got some comments on Instagram. We smoked out a whole church building burning oil. Oh no. Samantha says, you smoked up the Lord's house? Now that's a story there. Oh, that's hilarious. That's funny. Let me look back over here on Facebook. Shannon, what is going on? And Deborah, hello as well. Um, Shannon says, I had a coworker that would bring in a griddle. We would have pancake breakfast at our consoles. Word to the wise. do- James also says, any outside back parking lot midnight barbecues, they're the best team building experiences. We never did that. However, there were some times that we would grill out. Now, the crazy thing, one time, what we did is we all put some money together, and I was the supervisor at the time. We had 4 people that were working, and, I had come in early because I think it was, like, Memorial Day weekend or something, and we had a lot of people that were gonna be coming in, officer-wise, out on the road to be doing their, click it or ticket grants, like, all that other stuff, but, we had an extra person in dispatch, so what we wanted to do is put all of our money together, get a bunch of awesome brats, and grill them up, and then just have brats for dinner and stuff, right? So, our dispatch center, the view for our center was an all sport lake in this wooded area. It's gorgeous, okay? And we had this little spot where we could go out back, and that's where the grill was. So, I'm the one who's in charge of grilling, okay? I love to grill, love it. But when you're in dispatch and you're trying to grill, if it gets busy, dude, no. Like, it's not gonna work. So, I had a bunch of brats that I was grilling, and I've got the temperature just right, and I get called in, and they're like, "We're getting slammed right now, we need you to come back in." I was like, "Okay." So, I had it on the lowest heat. And and they said, "We probably only need you for, like, 1 or 2 calls, like, we're just getting slammed at the moment." I was like, "Alright, I'm going." I go in, take a couple calls, and at the end of that second call, I see smoke, like like, to the side is the door, like, to my right is the door, and then all the main windows, and you can see the smoke just rushing out. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Whew. Well, I got off the call first. I finished the call, and then started running, go out there, and I saved the majority of the brats, but dude, it sucked. Some of them were, like, super toasty. I ended up taking the super toasty ones because I didn't want anybody else to have to deal with that, but damn it, those things were good too. They would have been better if they wouldn't have been all toasted, but it did smell like burnt brats inside dispatch for a little while. Plus, we had sauerkraut in there. Oh, this shit was stanky. It was not good, but it makes for a good story. It was funny. Let's see. We've got a comment over here that says, "I forgot to add water when making Easy Mac. It's apparently a very essential step. That microwave smelled like burnt grossness for a week, even after multiple cleanings." Okay, so what exactly is in Easy Mac that is happening? Like, that's gross. Even after a few times that the microwave was cleaned, it still stunk from what this says. Oh my lord. Mary says, "I love the crunchy ones." So do I. So do I. I definitely do. Shannon says, "Charcoal sticks from Ricardo." Yes. Yep. Just add a little spicy mustard down there, some sauerkraut, some onions, and you're good to go. Oh man. Let's see. Another one here says, "I accidentally caught a paper plate on fire in the microwave. One of the little birthday plates, and it caused a horrible smell. I'm not sure what materials were in that plate, but it was terrible." Oh, and I can see that because if you think about it, those little, like, birthday plates, they feel, like, real waxy and everything too, so whatever is on there don't burn that plate in the microwave because according to this person here, super bad. Not good. Not good at all. Let's see, Julia here. What's going on? Hello, Julia. If I don't burn food weekly, it's a rare occurrence. That's funny. That's good. Let me see. We've got another one here. See, it says we had a supervisor who burned her microwave popcorn in all caps on purpose. What? Also, another one that put Parmesan cheese on her popcorn. I love the parm, but Lord, did that stink. Ah, yeah. You see, I can only imagine you've got the burnt popcorn and you throw the Parmesan on there to maybe mask it a little bit. But then, it because it's hot and it starts going together, then the smell of the Parmesan starts going all over the place, like burnt Parmesan popcorn. And can you imagine walking into the dispatch center not knowing that that happened? You could probably smell it down the hallway for one. That's probably what it is. You probably end up going down the hallway and like start to sniff like, why the hell does it smell like feet? Not good. Not good at all. Um, see, Shannon says, so I have a story about burning things in dispatch. Yeah. Robin says, we had someone think a plastic tray was oven safe. No. Dude. Yeah, no, that's not good either. Oh, shit. We got another person here that says, when it's the chief of police that does this, we still love him, though. Well, there's not a lot you can do. It's the chief, man. Let's see. Another person here says, I'm always reheating sauerkraut, and I've managed to catch more than one bag of popcorn on fire in the microwave. So I don't know that. So we had sauerkraut, right? Like in the story that I was telling, but it wasn't something that we microwaved. We just like got it out of the bag. I mean, it was cold, but yeah. Oh, okay. I can imagine that smelling pretty bad too. Really bad. Let me see here. So, see, Shannon says my coworker had a birthday, so we got him a cake. I provide the candles that won't go out. Oh, those are the fun ones. I wanted to be extra and do a unique design with them on the cake. It was a phallic shaped object. Well, I let them, and all of a sudden, hellfire. The whole cake was on fire. Oh, wait. Shannon goes on to say, I managed to get it out before the alarms and sprinklers went off. Let's just say we extinguished his cake in the parking lot. Yes. Oh, that is great. Happy birthday, right? Oh, man. That's hilarious. Let's see. We got another one here that says, not me, but we've had several people that have reheated. I can't even talk now. That have reheated things like eggs, fish, crab meat. Yeah, and crab meat in the microwave in the radio room. Not at the same time, but still stinky. If I bring fish to work, it's tuna salad. And then another person said microwaving fish and Brussels sprouts. Fish and Brussels sprouts. Ooh. Dude. That one is pretty bad. But I like fish and Brussels sprouts. Robin says, I do the stinky Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I like Brussels sprouts. I really do. You cook it up with like some bacon and everything. Oh man. Then that's the best. Oh, Robin says, but I do stay out of the radio room. Yes. Yeah. No, that's ideal, right? That's ideal. Let's see. Samantha says, "Hold up. Why are we reheating sauerkraut? I need explanations. LOL. No judgment, just questions." That's what I was wondering as well. I mean, you're putting it on like a Polish dog, right? Or a brat. It's gonna get warm anyway, but I don't know. I've got questions too now. Damn it. Now I have questions too. Thanks a lot, Sam. Um, okay, there's another one here that says one of my coworkers once reheated crab legs in the microwave and it stunk up the building for days. In parentheses, who puts crab legs in the microwave? One of our officers accidentally left a pizza in the oven and almost burnt the PD down. The FD had to come help ventilate the downstairs, and then there's me. I brought and cooked salmon down the hall in the air fryer. Oh no. Excuse me. After the looks of scorn and disgust from my coworkers, that was the first and last time I ever made salmon. These were great. I am super, super happy that all of you ended up jumping in on this and and shared. There was another person here at the bottom that says, "I am that coworker." Hashtag not sorry. True, because whatever food you're bringing in, man, it doesn't matter. That's your food. That's what you're going to eat. Do what you're going to do. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Don't be bullied. But damn it, that shit stinks. Let's see. Robin over here says, now, breakfast, boiled eggs, not farting, y'all. Promise. Warning given. Excuse me. That's funny right there too. But again, that does stink as well, man. Like you come in early and so there were a couple times where I would come in early and I would if I was working a morning shift, that is, because I was always working midnights. But if I were coming in for a morning shift, I am a huge fan of steak and eggs. Huge fan of steak and eggs. So I would bring a steak. Whenever I would do this, especially in the morning, it was like the night before or something that we had steak or something, and then I would bring it in that morning. If I got there early enough, I would use the grill out back and I would grill up a steak, medium rare, super, super good. But then I would fry up 2 eggs over medium, and and it was hit or miss depending on who I was working with. You would either get, "Damn, that smells amazing. It smells so good." Or it would end up getting, "Dude, for real? Like, those eggs are pretty they're pretty hardcore." So, excuse me. So I would do that every so often, steak and eggs. Another thing would be on midnight shift, and this was another thing that I would love to do. Again, midnight shift, I would go home. It would be about 4:30 in the morning that I would leave work because I work 4:30 to 4:30, 12-hour shift. And I would get home and it would be like 10 after 5 or so, and I would I would make steak and eggs. Now, there is no type of weather that will stop me from grilling. Well, if it's like crazy lightning or something, I won't be out there, okay? But even in a blizzard, there were times where I would get home from work. My back deck would be just like up to my waist in snow. I shit you not. A couple times it was exactly like that. And I would have the shovel right there and I would start shoveling a path and around my grill. Yes, James. even when it was in the negatives, I would path and around the grill, and I would be outside early as hell in the morning grilling a steak for steak and eggs. And there would be cars because there was at that time my family and I were living in a duplex, and behind us was this road, and because it was attached to this apartment complex. So people would be leaving to go to work, and sometimes they would honk and I would like wave. I would wave being in this whiteout grilling steak for steak and eggs like a dumbass. But again, nothing's gonna stop me from a good steak, man, especially if it's for breakfast, steak and eggs. I'm all about that. Let's see, Robin down here says, "Most people love buffalo chicken dip. We have it most, potlucks, we have. Oh my god, it smells like vomit to me." If I had Vicks Rub, I'd use it, but I'll sniff hand lotion all day. Oh, no. What about the buffalo chicken dip? Why does it smell bad? Oh, Erica, what's up, girl? My homie up in here? That's some pure Michigan shit right there. If you're talking about me being outside in a blizzard grilling a steak for steak and eggs, you are correct. Yes. Pure Michigan all the way. Being here in Indiana, it doesn't really do that or anything. So either way, I'll still grill. But but I wanted to share all of that with you because there were so many comments, and I don't remember what I was doing, but it reminded me. It reminded me of um a time when I was sitting on phones, and the person that I was working with who would always um microwave salmon was doing their thing. And you can smell it already. And I've got my all my monitors there, and I just kind of peek over watching as they're doing their thing. And then they're coming out, getting ready to eat their microwave salmon. And I'm just like, you monster. Because it smelled so bad. But no one ever said anything, and I was not gonna say anything either because I too, excuse me, am guilty of doing shit like that. Not salmon, but tilapia I've done in the past, and other fish, fish sticks, right? Um, or eggs, like I said, for steak and eggs there at work. So I was guilty of it as well, but still, oh my lord. So that's where that meme came from. It reminded me of that. So Robin over here says the combo of Frank's hot sauce and cream cheese. Now I'm not. I can't even talk now. Again, it's like the third time that I've said that, fourth time, something like that. Now I want to have some buffalo chicken dip just to see. I know I've had it before, but all right, Robin, I'm gonna try some again and see if my sense of smell has changed at all or anything like that. Shannon says, "Nah, that's some American shit right there." America, yeah. James says, "Crap, now I need a midnight snack." Yeah. All right. So we just got about a few minutes left here for Open Mic Live. But I want to share I want to share a couple stories here that were in the news. Let's see. Selena here. What's up, Selena? What's going on? See, she says, I eat cauliflower and get accused of eating farts for dinner. Dude, there's nothing wrong with cauliflower, man. Like, I'm all about it. Some cauliflower with some cheese, like that's good. I mean, I have not had that combination in forever because I am lactose intolerant. And you're being accused of eating farts for dinner, that would ring true. For me, that is. It would not be good. Robin says, y'all never think of it the same. LOL. Warm foulness. Oh my God. Yeah. So the next time I have buffalo chicken dip, I'm gonna think about that. Um, let's see. Mary says, okay, I've got to say I am half Korean. Talk about the comments. You're talking like food that might be stinky? I love Korean food, by the way. My sisters, they know like the best places to go whenever I go visit them in Florida, and I am all about it. Okay, so first story. And for Instagram, I apologize. Mary says my kimchi. Oh, yes. Okay, I can see where people would say anything about kimchi being stinky, but dude, anybody who's watching this right now, if you've never had kimchi before, don't knock it till you try it, because I love me some kimchi. It is excellent. And it's good for you as well. It's good for your gut health. Just like sauerkraut, all that good stuff. Yes, Mary. Yes. Delicious. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Robin says, oh, the silent but deadly farts in the room. Ugh. Yeah. You're right. Julia says, can we also talk about the peppers and onions that make the whole building smell like armpit BO? Oh, no. I've never thought about that. Oh, damn it. Now the next time I end up cooking like peppers and onions, I'm going to think of this comment right here. I'll be like, man, this smells like pits. Oh, shit. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna try not to think about that the next time I'm cooking up some peppers and onions with like eggs or with fajitas or something. Oh, geez. Robin says turkey bacon in the microwave smells like dog bacon strips. Okay, I love me some turkey bacon. I have never microwaved it before, so I'm going to take your word for it. All right, so I'm going to share. So for Instagram, I apologize. I can't share the link with you, but I'm going to talk you through it. But for everybody over here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, I'm going to share the link right now. So this was something that happened in Seattle, and I want to share this here really quick. And it says a Seattle woman wasn't expecting to find a burglar taking a bath over the weekend. Let me read that again. A Seattle woman wasn't expecting to find a burglar taking a bath over the weekend. Police said the crime happened in the 1700 block of the 34th Avenue in the Madrona, I think is how it's pronounced, neighborhood. And this was back in January that this happened. But it says, according to authorities, the woman came home and found one of her windows smashed. When she peeked inside, she reportedly spotted an unknown man bathing in her bathtub. Now, let me stop right there. And Robin says, oh my God, hello? That would be freaky. Yes. No, you are correct. That's why I wanted to stop for just a moment. I wanted you to think about that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine for a moment coming home, looking in your window, and seeing some unknown person just chilling in your tub, having a bath? Oh, nope. So it goes on to say the victim stayed outside and called 911. Well done. Well done, person. Excuse me. Officers pulled up to the house at 7:15 p.m. Deborah, yes. Holy crap is correct. Yes. We got more jumping in here on Instagram. Hello, hello. Welcome to Open Mic. So it says officers pulled up to the house at 7:15 p.m. and demanded anyone inside to come out. Okay. After getting no response, police started searching the home and quickly found the suspect inside a bathtub full of water. They also noted that he still had his clothes on and was very wet. Obviously, yeah. Robin says, "Can you imagine the foot pursuit?" Well, this person had clothes on. They weren't butt ass naked, but they were very wet, as they have here in quotes. But it says the 27-year-old man didn't explain why he broke into the woman's home. So he was booked into King County. Of course, it seems like a lot of stuff when it comes out of, that area. Everything that comes out of Washington State, rather, or at least from what I've seen, a lot. It's like the Florida man stories, right? They usually come out of Polk County. But so that's why I'm saying King County here. Um, Earl says squatters' rights to bath. I guess it says it goes on to say this isn't the first time strange or unsavory crimes have happened in Seattle. So there's there's a couple more on here, but this one is intriguing. Okay. Well, this story, of course, but what they're saying here. So again, it says this isn't the first time strange or unsavory crimes have happened in Seattle. Recently, a burglar left a stinky load at a community center that helped police identify them. What? For real? Okay, so let me read that one again, okay? And I might have to click on the story to see the rest of it. How many of you wanna know the rest of it? Because just that line itself is interesting. So it says, again, yes, Robin, yes, yes, a load. It says, "Recently, a burglar left a stinky load," a shit, from what it sounds like, a stinky load, at a community center. Devine says, "It's a crappy story." You're correct. Yes. Hi-yo. Um, so they left a stinky load at the community center, and it helped police identify them. How on earth someone dropping heat, how would that help identify them? Okay, I have to click on this. I have to click on this. So the title itself says Washington burglar poops in community center sink, makes stupid mistake. You think? Look, Samantha says, just say no to drugs, people. Yes. Okay. All right. It's not lengthy at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this. So the police department, this happened 3 weeks ago. So the police department itself posted something about it. Okay, so it says things go it says burglary suspect leaves DNA sample at the scene. And for those on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, because I have a comment section here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link there. Oh, let's see. Jordan says it's their unique smell print. Yeah, yeah, dude. So the police department says burglary suspect leaves DNA sample at the scene. Things got a little stinky on Monday night at the community center after the phantom pooper broke into an administrative office and proceeded to steal an iPad and charging cable along with a laptop. For reasons unknown, the suspect decided to leave behind a stool sample in a sink rather than dispose of the evidence in the toilet. It sounds like this is the one curly-haired dude, one of the criminals from, Home Alone. The one who's like, "We're the wet bandits. Now we're the sticky bandits. This is the poopy bandit." It says, "In addition to the DNA sample left at the scene, the suspect left some great digital forensic evidence for us when they merged the stolen laptop's Apple account with their own personal account. What a dumbass. Needless to say, we do not see a lengthy or prosperous criminal career in the field of hacking for this suspect. Said suspect is encouraged to wash his hands with soap, then come down to our station to return the stolen items and discuss his options to save everyone some time. Well done. Yes. Oh, that is great. Robin says, Phantom Pooper. Devine says, I'm sure the sergeant said, oh no, dispatch, that'll be hazmat. Oh, that is great. Okay. That was worth going to see what that story was, because that is pretty funny right there. I like that. Okay. So this last story before we wrap up open mic here. This one comes out of Michigan. It comes out of Midland County. I've been there before for work. I've been there before when I was in dispatch doing training at their dispatch center. I know there are people there. They are awesome people. And we've got more coming in here on Instagram. What is going on? Valerie, hello. Hello. So here it is. Okay. There's actually audio for this as well. Selena says, job security, people. That's right. Job security. That is funny right there. So, so it says here, most cryptid creatures tend to stay in their designated areas. Bigfoot in the woods, Yeti in the snowy mountains, and obviously Nessie can't move much outside of Loch Ness. Okay? Keep that in mind. Hey. But it says, but apparently the chupacabra gets around and was spotted way outside of its normal home in the American Southwest and Central Michigan. Authorities in Midland County, Michigan received an odd report recently, and despite what anyone calls police about, if there's reason to investigate, they do have to give all of the information provided. So, when a woman called Midland County Sheriff's Office to report a chupacabra sighting, they had to relay the message to deputies in the field. So, I'm going to play the audio because it is on here. And for those on Instagram here, I'm going to try to put my headphones by the microphone so that you can hear it. All right, here we go. Okay, so, hey, my mom jumped over here in the comments. Hello, Mom. How's it going? So, what's hilarious is that, so two things here, okay? One, I don't think that I would have been able to put this out without laughing. I'm sorry. Then again, I don't know. If chupacabras are for real, then maybe I shouldn't be laughing, right? But also the fact that the officers didn't laugh, but that last voice was another officer telling the other one, there's been a lot of sightings. So the story goes on to say, can you imagine the looks on their faces when that call came in? And the long pause before one deputy says, could you go again with the animal? Then the shade of one of the deputies to say, there's been a high amount of sightings for those in that area lately, by the way. I seriously have no idea how they made it through that radio call without cracking up on the mics. There's no way I could have done it. It goes on to say the department did issue the following statement alongside of the audio that we just heard. And it said, about 9:45 p.m. on Wednesday, February 1st, a 40-year-old woman called 911 to say a chupacabra and is it capigabra or capybara, something like that, were inside and outside in her apartment in Jerome Township, Michigan. Police have confirmed there were no mythological creatures roaming Midland County. So it turns out there was no chupacabra, at least in Michigan. Also, why are those two mythical creatures hanging out together? Seems like an odd pairing. Now, I'm just reading the the article here, and again, for those who are over here on Facebook and stuff, let me put that in there. Devine just asked for the link. I was already putting it in there. There you go. You got it. Yeah, the audio is kind of low for it, but it says later authorities made direct contact with the woman to figure out exactly what she thought she had seen. Okay, maybe it was mistaken identity of a dog or a cat or even a bear. Jerome Township Sheriff Green said the woman later provided some insight on why she thought she saw the animals. After that, she said she was coming off using some intoxicated substances. And so then the ending of the article says, so there were mythological creatures, just all in her head. I have no doubt a chupacabra made it up here to Michigan. And then at the very end, it says, drugs are bad, kids. Robin over here says, shrooms. Yes. Oh, man. Whew. Well, there you have it. Those are the stories. Oh, Lord. That was awesome. Well, thank you all so very much for joining me for Open Mic. What are your numbers now? Like I said, every time we do Open Mic, we check in with each other. We check in to see how everyone is doing. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty and 10 being awesome, how are you feeling? There were a lot of good numbers up at the top in the beginning, but now that we've gone through Open Mic, what are your numbers now? Even if they didn't move up at all, just the fact that you were here and having fun and joining in and talking and everything, that's what this is all about, where we forget about the BS that's going on in the world and we just hang out and have fun, because laughing is good medicine. And in support of each other, we're able to find some form of closure and healing through the power of storytelling. Even if it's not dispatch related, even if it's personal stuff. That's why I love doing this with all of you. So thank you so much for the job that you do and for joining in and participating and talking about all of this funny stuff. And it's great. Deborah says she's at a 6. It's been a week. 6 is good. 6 is good. That is a good number. But this was nice. Yes, this was excellent. So thank you, all of you. Again, for the job that you do is the most vital piece of public safety. Not many people can do it, but you can. And I appreciate all of you. I love being here with you. And you guys are the best. So thank you. For those who are watching and listening, this live broadcast has been sponsored by InDigital, a leader in next-gen core services. Valerie over here is at an 8. Yes, very nice. That is excellent. And if you have any comments, questions, or you ever want to be a guest on the show, you can email us, and that's going to be wttpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that is wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. That is @91podcast. You can like us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Within the Trenches podcast. And if you want to be a subscriber of the podcast, whether it be on Facebook or Patreon, Facebook is going to be facebook.com/Within the Trenches podcast/support. And then Patreon is patreon.com/WTT podcast. And I appreciate this subscription. Facebook is 99 cents per month for bonus content and a lot of bonus episodes and a lot of other things. Patreon, there's 7 different tiers of subscription, and that one actually has, more. It has swag, t-shirts, discounts to the stores, all kinds of stuff. So either way, any type of support, thank you, because I wouldn't be able to do everything that I do if it wasn't for all of you, and especially those who are watching, listening, sharing, and supporting. So thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. This can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, um, and also Instagram, and soon enough on TikTok as well. It'll be all out there, and we can have more fun on open mic. And then for the flagship show, you can listen 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. Have a good one, everyone. Have an excellent weekend. And whoever you're going for the Super Bowl, have fun. It's going to be awesome. It'll be excellent. So have a good one, everyone over there on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And I'm going to be right here with you on Instagram for just a few more minutes. But have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.